North America has dominated the Call of Duty scene, and we have 8 of the best teams competing here in the MLG arena. Just 3 left now. Denial waiting to see who they'll face off in the losers bracket finals. So far, Optic Gaming leading our best of 5 here in the winners bracket finals, 1-0.
Yeah, and they look very good in the second side of their hard point. Pretty slow start, though, for Optic Gaming. Not going to lie, TK completely took control and almost made a comeback in that hard point game.
I don't think I've ever seen TK stronger than they are this weekend, at least at the start of this game.
In a consistent weekend, this is probably their strongest performance. I mean, they haven't played as many games as some other events, but, you know, they're top 3.
They're not online anymore. They're showing that the team house was not the difference maker. It was really just the team chemistry. Right. And I've been impressed with their versatility. Theory topping the leaderboard again as a Slayer for this squad. Also had best stats in the objective captures and defense. But coming into S&D, we're going to look at a different player now. Sharp, the captain of Team TK, is going to be our key player. Yeah, you see his S&D KD 1.18 as opposed to Formal's 1.05. Last man standing percentage as well, 25% from Sharp. And, you know, we talk about, you know, maps which favor teams, etc. Recovery has kind of been a weird one for Optic Gaming because they play it so unconventionally that you kind of want to see them be aggressive, but they're sometimes so passive. And, you know, TK, this is one of their unfavored matches as well, or maps, I should say. Last Saturday, I cast Optic Gaming against Prophecy on
yeah,
this
I remember
map.
you telling me,
It was
actually.
Game 5. It went to round 11, and Prophecy, with their champs lineup, was able to beat Optic Gaming. One of the big flaws I saw in OG's play, though, was their lack of aggression.
They play it so passively.
And they were just overwhelmed at the top of their base, consistently on the attack. I want to see a much more aggressive Optic, and also they can't keep going to the same spots over and over again on defense because they fell victim to nades time and time again.
Right. Well, if you're a TK fan, that's what you need to see them hit something straight away. Every attacking side, you just need to hit something and go with it. Even on defense as well. Throw a curveball, make a decision, and just be aggressive because you know, after playing so many games in Season 1, Optic play this map so passively, as you said, Puckett, that best way of fighting that is just get in their face and try and cause some dilemma in their spawn.
Looking over at the TK lineup, though, who do you think is going to be the key sniper to kind of counter the insane skill that we've seen from Optic Gaming?
Looney's hit some pretty impressive shots, but so has Theory as well so far through Season 1. So, I mean, sniping has been a key part of recovery. If you can try and get that first pick, it helps out so much. But again, as I said, this is just all going to be about TK making a very good decision to try and hit something, get the bomb down on the attacking rounds, and pick them up as quickly as they can.
Here is recovery. We only see it for S&D, and during Season 1, the bomb was planted at 82% of the time. But towards the end of the Season 1, we were starting to see a few more B rushes. I think whoever starts the early B rushes to throw off their opponent is going to have the mind games advantage. But you know, Optic,
who's on the attack first side?
They love to be sound in their strategies. I'm expecting some consistent A pushes. Optic will be attacking first.
If I'm Optic Gaming on my first attacking round, I want to flip B. Why? Because then TK have to respect that you did that B push in the first round. They have to at least send one person over to that left-hand side of the map.
Can't let them cheat.
No. You can't just give away bomb sites for free. We'll see what they ultimately decide to do. It wouldn't surprise me if TK did that actually on that first round.
Formal not going to be able to get a first pick. Didn't see anyone challenging. Meanwhile, Sharp already up in Optic's business. Going to hit his first 3 shots. Doesn't kill. Formal tagged up. Going to finish. So first blood going to Team Kaliber. Does Sharp have any help? It looks like TK flooding in. You're going to see Crim6 though right behind Sharp. Didn't check the corner. And he is going to have an opportunity.
Sharp still alive.
Sharp going off, and Scum is going to get dropped as well.
Sharp was causing so many problems down on that bottom yellow plat that 3 players from Optic Gaming tried to actually kill him, and luckily you see Theory very quick to adapt. He was making his way down there, but he found that last kill.
How did Sharp get into that position so fast without being seen?
I want to point out he didn't die at all. He was 2-0. So he still managed somehow to stay alive. Good use of his double exo jump there.
You got a question, was it the call out there? A little issue on the communication side. What is going wrong? We'll see. Can TK keep up the aggression? Grenades going out for Looney. And we'll see. Crim6, normally the victim of those top street. Formal is actually going to get first blood. Action over at A. Can't get over to him in time. It's Sharp. Sharp will be dropped. The aggressive push from Optic paying off. Now with the advantage 3-on-2, but Theory still at the bomb, and you just saw Looney tied up at a 2 apiece.
If he gets this kill, this is massive, and it is. Now a 1 versus 1, Theory versus Crim, and you see TK, you know, they pushed that B bomb site, caught Optic Gaming out, essentially. We'll see who is going to win this 1 versus 1 gunfight.
Here's Theory. There's Crim. Oh, and Theory doesn't finish before Crim's able to sneak out.
Oh, and Crim's actually seen Theory as well there, so both players with some intel of where they are, but Crim checks that bomb site, dashes away. 44 seconds left, so plenty of time, Puckett, for either of these two plays to make a decision. Hashtag caught timing. Oh, Crim's going to see him again. Theory's, oh, Krim shooting as well. This is such a close 1v1. Krim can actually just run away.
Stun coming out. Theory connected on that, but Krim still somehow able to escape for the moment. He was tagged up there. That would have given Theory the advantage in a 1v1 gunfight. If Theory gets this, he will have a 4-kill streak.
Krim is just trying to waste as much time as he possibly can.
Oh, he's doing a great job.
And he's done a sensational job. He really has. Theory's been left with no choice now apart from to go for this. At the other side of the map. And Krim, I think he may just be waiting to see if Theory's going to play for the kill. Theory, smart heads-up play. Just rotate, get out of there as quickly as you can.
Krim now on the hunt. Has to get the kill before the defuse. No way Theory's not going to check this bomb. And you are going to see the fight. Well, there's the big one-on-one. Krim 6 is going to tie things up.
Really smart play from Krim throughout that whole one-on-one engagement. He tried to bleed the clock as long as he could, kept checking where Theory was, and by firing, some people may see that as a bit of a mistake, but it wasn't, because Theory was then so conscious of an engagement and a challenge from Krim that he had to just keep being so passive, and then he finally managed to rotate all the way to the other bomb site, which was a good heads-up play, but Krim in a one-on-one, just so clutch.
Man, their hearts must have been pounding right there. So many circles run around that B-bomb site.
If TK had won that round on the attacking side, that puts so much pressure back on Optic Gaming's favor.
All right, so here we go. Optic Gaming going to have Krim 6 leading the charge over to A, but once again, it's Sharp up in their business. He's going to get dropped this time. Nadeshot with the bomb, making his way over to A. Shots being covered all over. Scump and Formal picking up kills. Last man up is going to be Theory, and he can't get anything.
Yep, Theory's going to fall as well. So Optic Gaming pick up an attacking round. They're 2-1 into the lead. And you need to see TK reply this next round.
So that's a big attacking round here. Optic Gaming able to lock it up, and you're going to see Formal in your round-ending kill cam. So now we're going to switch sides, go at it one more time. You see the focus from Theory. He's going to be our player to watch at the start of this, leading all of his teammates at 3-2. Will he go for the bomb once again? He will. Yep,
he saw a B push last time, and Optic Gaming flooded that A side. Oh, Theory, that's unfortunate. I thought you may have actually hit a collateral there, but Nadeshot is going to pick up Looney, and Nadeshot actually finds himself a 2-piece effort. Sharp's going to go down. And once again, we're in a 1-versus-3 situation for TK.
There it is.
Optic Gaming playing that one so well, being a lot more aggressive than what we've seen them do in the past on this map.
Right.
So clearly, they've been looking at what's been going wrong every time they played it, and they've changed it up to be a little bit more aggressive, and it's paying off in their favor.
It comes down to that 1v1 win by Krim, man.
Right.
After that, the momentum has been all Optic Gaming. He's on a 4 streak. We saw a 3 streak as well. At the bottom, it was from Nadeshot, who's starting to warm up. Let's go over with this Optic squad once again. On your screen, we're going to open things up with Formal. He always pulls out the snipe. Looking across the mid, won't be able to hit that first shot. Looking at A, there's 2 players there, and Krim is going to challenge. Won't be able to pick that up. Formal now working with Scump, and you have Nadeshot in the back watching the flank. That's Scump actually getting that kill. Theory and Sharp left alive, and Theory is in trouble.
Theory needs to just get a little bit of help here. It's 2-versus-2. He's going to challenge again. Scump's going to win the gunfight. Sharp now left 1-on-2. See if he can try, never mind. Peeks out and he takes a sniper rifle to the face.
Scump's like, what's up, man? Yeah. I'll just pick up 3.
Right? He's like, yeah, no big deal.
No big deal.
I got this.
Here he is, final shot. All red. Sharp don't care. Runs right out into Scump, and Scump is going to pick that up. Nice snipe to finish out the round. 6-3. Scump now topping all players on the leaderboard.
Need to see Looney step up for Team Kaliber, currently at 1-5. If he can, try and play a little wiser here. You recognize the Optic Gaming being aggressive now. That's been the game plan every single round. Even on defense, they're being very, very aggressive. Looney needs to adapt to that and try and pick up some kills.
If you told me Optic Gaming's weakest S&D might be recovery, I'd say you're crazy after watching this game alone. These guys are going nuts with the aggression. I really like the pressure they're providing. Down goes Krim on this attack, though. Formal and Nadeshot still up. Formal and Nade both behind enemy lines, but Theory's just going to dip out and rotate over to B. I like this pressure.
Yeah, Optic Gaming always trading those kills as well, so you can try and control that map a little bit better.
Optic knows about it, man. They're so smart. They instantly rotate over, and Nadeshot, peekaboo. He's going to win that sniper duel. Now Sharp getting spotted by both players. ASM1 is going to pick up 1, but he's cleaned up out of the sky. 5-1. Optic 1 round away from going up 2-0 here.
This one's over. Like I can't see TK coming back into this one at all.
How about that Nadeshot 6 streak, though?
It's pretty nice.
Not too shabby.
Looks pretty good. Nadeshot playing for stats this event, I feel like. He was joint KD with Krim 6 coming into day 3.
Wow.
And that's just from the event, of course.
I like it. So here we go. You can take a look The players picking their classes. We're going to get into the action. It's Nadeshot grabbing that bomb. ASM1 class here, and this tells me with no sniper on his back, he wants to get aggressive. We'll see what the game plan is. Already, you're going to see Formal dropped at the start of the round. So 3 on 4, TK going to get numbers advantage. There is a big engagement about to go down here. Player spotted top roof, potentially by Nadeshot, and he just ran by one inside of B as Nadeshot fires and picks up Looney. I thought we were going to see Theory able to answer back. Instead, he's going to get dropped as well. Sharp, last man standing after Gunjar, misses that snipe, and Krim rushes him with the bow.
Yeah, and he's going to fall as well. Up to gaming, pick up an S&D recovery, 6 rounds to 1. And you got to give him props for their adaptation of that. As I said, this is the second time we've seen this map type in the whole tournament. We haven't seen Up to gaming play it yet. And they practiced that a lot because throughout Season 1, very, very passive on both the attack and the defensive side. Whereas in this one, they were kind of doing what I expected TK to do, which was just hit something.
Fun fact for the fans out there, Nadeshot opened up 0-2. He closes it out on an 8 streak, 8-2. Ridiculous finish. Everyone from Optic catching fire after that big 1v1 from Krim. Let's send it over to our analysts. Guys, what do you think of the match so far?
All right. Thank you, Chris and Ben. Matt, break that one down for me. I think the big thing for me was Nadeshot, like you said.
Right, Nate in the S&D, he went huge. I want to talk a little bit about that hard point, though.
Okay.
You know, TK gets off to a pretty hot start. Everybody's slaying well for them. And you kind of always felt that Optic was going to make their way back because there's not, you look at TK's lineup as a whole, there's not one player. You know, they have a bunch of good slayers, a bunch of talented players, but there's not one player that you say, if that player goes off, we have no chance. Well, Optic has 3 of those players.
It's true, but Looney's sort of been like the MVP of this weekend for me. He's been playing out of his mind.
Absolutely. He's been playing out of his mind, but I think once Scump got hot, there was no chance for TK to come back.
Well, that's what's been going on that we've seen for Optic really throughout this. I mean, they've had those games when you watch them online, when you watch them play. They have those when all 3 slayers are going off. For me, here it's been like one player dropping 50 bombs basically, and the other 3 are like even.
Krim also got off to a slow start, and that hard point started off, I think, 4-12, so he turned it up a little bit. At the same time, Scump went huge. And then in the S&D, that Theory versus Krim one-on-one could potentially still be going on. Don't know. That was the longest.
Yeah, that was the longest 1v1 I've ever seen.
And then Optic won 3 offensive rounds. It's huge. They got that first offensive round, won 2 more. So you're not going to beat a team on recovery when you give up 3 offensive wins.
I believe it's going to be BioLab, second time I've said it. BioLab uplink. It's going to be coming up next. Looking forward to that. Who's going to be the main player for you?
I think you're going to say Krim have a good BioLab uplink. I think that's going to be a map that suits him strong. Look for Scump as well. I think Formal probably won't have as good a game. He didn't really have that good of an S&D. I think that map doesn't really fit him well. Yeah, you're going to need Gunjar to keep playing as well as he has. He had a little bit of a good hard point, no up and down. Towards the end, he struggled a little bit, had a good start.
Friday, he was, I think, 3rd overall in KD, and we talked about before this event.
He's the S-Factor.
Yeah, he really is, because he has those huge games or rather subpar games, not usually in the middle. So we'll see if he can really turn up for this.
But for TK, you're going to need everybody to slay. Yeah. I mean, they need a full effort from everybody in the slaying department.
Okay, well, quick commercial break, and we'll be coming up with game number 3.